Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Stray Gods, episode 2. Okay, so from last where we left off, Pen, the dodgy dude with horns, gave me an address to check out, which is Calliope's last address, and so we're gonna go investigate that area.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign. This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around.
Ooh. Let's see, a guitar, light, elegant painting, Warhol painting, drums, Elvis picture, harp, and random instrument. Where is the Elvis picture? Probably this one. I'll start with the... Oops, did I say this is the guitar? This is the cello. I think this is the guitar. I'll start with the light.
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
Okay. Let's check the guitar. Oh, it's not even the one here.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
Am I supposed to come to my own conclusion about something? Okay, elegant painting. Oh, that one.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
Somebody was inspired by the muse to paint a muse.
Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew.
Wait, Andy Warhol's a girl? I always thought Andy Warhol was a guy.
Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask?
I doubt she left behind a will. Elvis. Oh, that's the Elvis picture.
I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse or...
Hey, you never know, man. Harp.
Giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
I love the harp. I love the sounds that come from the harp. It sounds so ethereal and like angelic.
So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them?
Probably. Also, I really like Florence and the Machine because she uses a lot of harps in her music. Makes it sound very
I don't see anything
ethereal.
useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man, keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9.
Huh. I thought
Whenever
he
they
was
found someone who
blonde.
made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on. Take a new name. See, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
This sounds like she wants to get to know him more. You scared me sounds kind of lame. And what are you doing here? Sounds alright. Maybe a little bit confrontational, but not really. Let's go with this.
You're Apollo, right? God of prophecy? One of the chorus.
Let's get to know him more.
Sometimes I am, yes.
What does that mean?
It means It means sometimes I just feel like an old man who's lost too many friends. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
Do I trust him? Will I be charismatic? Let's not be too trusting.
Why do you think? 1 week to prove my innocence, remember?
Yeah, I do remember, yes.
This is Calliope's home. Seemed as good a place as any to start.
I honestly wish I could help you, Grace. You and Calliope both deserved better.
Then why can't he help me? Okay. No, yeah, why can't you help me?
Why can't
then?
you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan? How odd. It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do! You have to know more than me about almost everything.
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
How?
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
He's like such a sensitive soul, or at least he's pretending to be. Why is this room such a
This
mess?
room is a mess. Did you do this?
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
Bruh.
I should thank you for, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
Thank
It
you.
still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
Why?
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
No, nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to help, that'd be one thing. But insisting I don't want you to? Why not?
It's very good voice acting.
I can't do this.
Why? Can you explain why?
I can see this is hard for you, I really can. But I don't understand.
You don't know what you're asking.
Do I have to beg? For whatever reason you helped me before. My life is still on the line.
Ooh, sing it. Break into song and sing your feelings.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
But you can sing the truth out of them.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Calliope, what was she to you?
Years, thousands of years, we walked side by side.
Wow, Troy Baker can sing.
Said there's other paths, don't walk the same, never the same. I have roads I like, smooth, paved in stone. She got tired of our divide. We weren't the same, never the same.
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me, thought I'd wait her out. Usually she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We'd do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change. But she never came.
So she is killed.
I hope he's not triggered by this.
You're here at her place. On its face, the way it looks, you're to blame.
I'm not.
You claim words won't do. Help me, then I'll know. Show, you need to show. Words aren't the same, never the same.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Tried what?
Let's see.
So it's yes, you'll do this.
Yes,
Yes.
it's time to move.
She'd approve.
She is gone. It's time for change. Never the same. That hidden voice, it will always play. On a loop, it'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do? It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do. Something new.
Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
Can you explain why? Also, I can't figure out whether Apollo and Calliope were siblings, or lovers, or friends.
It'd be helpful if you could explain why, exactly. This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
What? That makes no sense. If you tell me I'm gonna fall into a hole...
Then you will.
No, but I'll just avoid holes. All holes, any hole.
And the act of trying to avoid them is what will make you fall. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
How is that a power? Can you help another way? How is that a power?
So you have a power you won't ever use because all it does is hamstring you.
Hamstring?
Yikes.
Welcome to my life. But there might be something else I can do to help. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
We're okay. So we're going to a beach house. Is this where you live? Is this where Apollo lives?
This is where you
Oh
live?
my god, it is.
Oh, yes. Sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
Bruh. Do I be a bitch? Or do I be like nice? Aren't idols rich?
Are idols broke? In all those years you couldn't save up enough money to afford a housekeeper?
You know, I guess I never worried about it much. Maybe I should.
Dude, your life is a mess,
You
man.
said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
A fortune teller?
Someone who tells the future?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
There is.
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you?
Paul?
Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Lovely to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Oracle.
Well, she's got better manners than the last lady you brought here. But at least that one had a casserole. Do you have a casserole?
No.
No?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Look, I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Get your abs in a twist. Okay, so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
You're good with computer?
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle.
So it's
and
just
yeah,
her
it's a sweet setup, huh?
username?
Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
I don't know what that is.
It's the 21st century, Paul. And your 21st century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
Again, she sounds like Aquafina. You keep calling him
You keep
Paul.
saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so He can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do.
What?
Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
And see the way he talks. I thought maybe he was a creepiverse, but nah. Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
Lol.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
Incredibly emo? Like a sack stuffed with sad?
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Yeah, it's kind of
Grace.
cute.
Surely this is not what you came for.
This is fun.
Oh, I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
Well, it's hardly productive.
Chill out.
See, there you go again.
Ugh. Get a room. A different room.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use the computer. Here, hold up, I'll show you. There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh. Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Is that a surprise?
You weren't expecting that?
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly. Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment. The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Yes, please. You're helping me now?
Whatever happened to, I can't help you, Grace. I'll just make it worse, Grace.
I admit, you've got me curious.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
So now we're continuing to confront Persephone at her nightclub. But first, I want to check out the journal. I think there's more input here. According to the oracle, Persephone owns the apartment Calliope was living in, so they knew each other. They were close. I guess she's next on my list of idols to talk to, though I have a feeling she's not going to be very happy to see me. Okay. Oh, there's a lot more information about Calliope. It appears Calliope was staying at an apartment, one that belongs to Persephone of all people, and it's actually not too far from mine. Could that be where Calliope was attacked? Am I crazy for agreeing to go and check it out by myself? Calliope was one of the 3 idols called the Muses, the last one still living according to Apollo. Once they were his constant companions, but in the last few years they grew apart. Calliope was angry at how the idols had lost their way and apparently argued with everyone a lot. Which doesn't sound like the Calliope I met at all. I think it's true. It means she wasn't the most popular idol and there may be more suspects than I imagined. I visited Calliope's apartment. It was gorgeous, filled with every musical instrument you could imagine and memorabilia dating back, a few hundred years or more. She had everything she could ever want. She had everything she could ever possibly want or need at her fingertips. Is that what it means to be a muse? So here it says that Freddie has an interest in Greek mythology since 7th grade, and so I could have actually, or I should have actually gone with her. I don't know. Anything else? Apollo. So she went to Calliope's apartment, and who should she find there? Apollo sitting there in the dark in a room that was obviously turned inside out by someone searching for something. He says he didn't do it and that he was there mourning Calliope. They were close for a long time, it seems, but a rift began between them a couple of years ago that never quite healed. Was it the kind of rift that might lead to her murder? For one, he keeps saying that helping me will do more harm than good. What does that even mean? According to him, his prophecies lock you into your fate as soon as you hear them, which could be good or bad, I guess. Apparently, they are not always 100% clear, so maybe he's right. Maybe it's better not to know. Thankfully, Apollo did have another way to help me, namely through a teenage computer whiz who lives in his dump of a home, the Oracle, or just Oracle, as she insists that's just her handle. She found out that Calliope's apartment was owned by Persephone, so we're off to her nightclub to ask her why. And that's it. Okay, next. Off to Persephone's club.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how. Here in the underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
There are idols here other than Persephone?
Almost guaranteed.
Is it dangerous?
Shouldn't be, but before Calliope, I would have said an idol getting murdered was next to impossible. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
No. I'll be persuasive.
I'll figure something out. I can be persuasive when I want to be.
I'm aware. I'm just not sure even you could sweet talk Persephone.
Is that a challenge?
It's the truth. If Persephone really was friends with Calliope, talking to you might be the last thing she wants. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
Man, he's just gonna leave me like that. Ooh. So apparently I can talk to these people. I see Pan. I think this is Hermes. And there's also Eros somewhere. Possibly this dude. And Apollo. I think I'll speak to Pan. Or Hermes. No. Or Eros? Oh, Eros is this. I think this dude's Eros. Oh yeah, I did guess correctly. Okay, I will speak to. I'll speak to Apollo first, lah. Why not?
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
He's so emo. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I didn't mean to remind you.
It's alright. I'm okay.
I think that option of like I'll keep you company was a bit too flirty. Can you tell me
It
about
might help if
Persephone?
I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know, exactly?
What's Persephone's story? Her name rings a bell, but I don't...
No doubt you've heard the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet
See, I
goddess
was
and made her
right.
his wife.
She was his wife.
That sweet young goddess was Persephone.
Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
Okay. And what's the story as the idols
So tell me,
it?
how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
She killed Hades?
Whoa.
As I understand it, Hades was not kind to her.
I can't
I'd like to say
imagine
we
that.
handled it well. That Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen.
No
She has
wonder she's
never
so
forgiven us.
angsty.
And honestly, I can't blame her.
I don't blame her either.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
Good point though.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know.
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult,
Wow.
became a crime boss.
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
She's like this stray chorus member nobody really talks to anymore, I guess.
I'll get going. I still need to find Persephone.
I'll keep trying as well.
Good to know some of her history though. Let's talk to Eros. I've never talked to him before, so why would I talk to him now? Damn, he's huge.
Oh, hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess I am, yeah.
I
Aphrodite
sure
mentioned it.
am.
Didn't figure I'd
Aphrodite.
see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
There's a god of sex?
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't.
Not
I actually
really.
preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all their stupid stories.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
How do you know Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother.
Oh,
You know how it is.
How would I know? New here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries, it may as well be true.
really? Aphrodite is your
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
Interesting.
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happened?
Look out there. See all these people. The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
So he's like the god of hookups.
And you enjoy that?
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing. It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. That obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. No, it's hard to get away. I just want... Nope, never mind.
What? You can talk to
I'm
me.
willing to listen if you need to talk.
I appreciate that.
Oh, damn it.
Maybe some other time.
Maybe I should have chosen another one. Damn it.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you. Look, I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
Would it
She's
be a
that
problem?
scary, huh?
It's not that I'm scared of her. Well, maybe a little. You haven't been around long, but once you have, you'll learn that idle grudges are forever.
Yeah.
I don't know Persephone
smirked
well,
at
but
that.
considering what I do know, I don't blame you.
I know it's lousy, and I'm sorry. I hope I can make it up to you someday.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
Ooh la la. Oh, I can talk to Apollo again apparently, but I'll talk to Hermes or Hermes first. I find it so weird calling him Hermes.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello,
Aquafina.
Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So, I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says, one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
No, I can't.
Wouldn't Athena still be in charge?
Yeah, you're probably right.
That doesn't bother you?
Why would it? Athena's the nicest of the bunch. She makes the best cookies.
How do you know?
When
about
Calliope died, you were right there, within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
What are you the god of?
To take the body, clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idols secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how we hide so well as it is.
This is probably a stupid question, but do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know
Angry.
who'd want to hurt her.
She didn't seem angry when we met her.
It sounds as if she didn't much like the idols.
It was more like how you can't stand your family sometimes, even if you still love them.
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends, and I was having trouble at home, and he helped me out. I miss him.
I want to ask all these questions. How did he die?
Can I ask how he died?
He didn't want to be here anymore.
You mean...
Suicide?
I'd rather not talk about it. I'm him now. It's all good.
But you're they.
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Is Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite. Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list. It's a thing.
Okay, forget I asked.
Whew. Man, just the thought of talking to Persephone gives me goosebumps. Blech.
Bleh.
We'll see you around?
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
I'll try. Pan, let's go.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pan.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people.
I think he knows.
My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Was that a pun
Speaking
about
of simple
Oracle?
tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
The things you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Still not helping.
Why, Grace, are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
Either that or a murderer. One of the two.
Well, I didn't realize you saw me as dangerous.
You think it's funny?
I think everything's funny, Grace. It's part of my charm.
Oh, thanks for the
I should thank you
address.
for the address. It's what led me here.
Took me a while to
No need
remember
to
what
thank
address
me.
it was.
You'll owe me. Remember, how you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
He's been helpful.
Apollo keeps saying he'll make everything worse, but he's been helpful.
That is his way, to be helpful. Until you turn into a tree.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Let us hope you never do.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
To look the same? Everyone ends up becoming jaded?
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me
Indeed.
find her?
Earlier, I wasn't good enough, but now, I see how it is. By all means, I'd love to tell Persephone that the source of her rage has intruded on her domain.
Oops. What if I asked nicely?
What if I asked you really nicely and batted my eyelashes like so?
Oh no, not my one true weakness.
I could also flatter you, tell you how shiny your horns are.
All right, all right. Never let it be said that flattery gets one nowhere. Let me know when you're ready and I'll take you to Persephone.
Oh, so he can take me to Persephone.
I really appreciate it.
Do keep that in mind after you've spoken to her.
Great, do I owe him again? Okay, last one with Apollo before I talk to Persephone.
No luck yet, I'm afraid. And why is the music here
I mean, no
so
luck if you're just
loud?
standing here emoing.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you?
I
Persephone
sure
is angry
did.
with everyone and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
That sounds very toxic.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally, I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
I would appreciate that. Can I talk to him some more?
Are we not going to see Persephone? I thought you found a way to her.
Okay. Okay.
I should get going. Persephone awaits.
Right behind you.
I thought there was still something. Ooh, she's at somewhere. The bar. Scary.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
I have questions.
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her Eidolon?
Girl, you gotta
Persephone.
chill, man.
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
Now would be a good time to mediate, Apollo.
Is that why you're here, brother? Because you know me so well?
Because I know that you care. Far more deeply than you could ever admit.
How would you know that? You resigned. You abandoned everything and everyone who ever needed you. You don't know the first thing about me, and you never did. Just crawl back into your dark little hole, Apollo.
You're so mean, Persephone. Okay.
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
Maybe.
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Oof. Is that the end of the conversation? Oh, is she gonna sing? I forgot we're in a musical.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse. You want answers? Fight for them.
Oh my gosh, okay. It's song battle time?
A lost little girl.
You shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends.
Everyone can sing.
Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near. And you all alone. We both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
I will go and play to the audience. Use your wit, girl.
Hope everyone's having a great night. I guess I'm this evening's sacrifice. But I'll see what I can do. You deserve a good show. Big hand for your usual MC. She's planned a brutal takedown just for me. Hopefully I'll last a couple rounds. You deserve a good show. I won't let you down.
My, we caught a butterfly, such a delicate thing. What a find, I hope she doesn't mind when we pull off her wings. Maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Why would I come here to start a brawl? I'm just running out of time is all. If it's true that I'm just lost and small, why are you keeping your guard up?
Oh man, you stole that from Pan. What a real renegade.
Still what from Pan?
No you, no point of view. Kid, people have paid. We have seen a whole lot of Pans. I know what a song secondhand. Maybe you don't know who I am.
I wonder what happens if I don't make a choice.
Then I guess you've heard it all before. Gave it my best and then you slammed the door. Raises the question, who else you'd ignore? Stay in the dark and fight your endless war.
She just won't die.
Certain you can't be surprised anymore.
Come on, kid, scram.
You know, there's someone else that I speak for.
Still don't know who I
M?
Do you hear that?
Calliope.
She had something to say. Would you turn her away?
I can feel your pain.
Do this.
You're lost, Persephone. You've buried yourself on stage in the blinding lights. You're hiding here. You ate a bad seed. That's not on me. Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
We change shape. In time, you'll see we all rot away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Because you were
Don't
kidnapped.
touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till a muse. I just want Calliope back.
What is happening?
Your Majesty, do you understand who I am? Who I am?
Is the aim to win over the crowd or win over Persephone? I thought he was the win over Persephone. Huh. And the crowd, I guess.
No. No, you've earned your answers.
I guess I won?
Calliope came to me years ago.
Yes.
She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
How long did you...
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
You still think I
So what
did it?
now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
The jury's still out on whether Calliope chose you, but do I think you killed her? No.
Then
If
defend
it
me,
wasn't Grace,
ho.
that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how we might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
I want to ask all these questions. Did you say magic?
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
What?
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
Hecate?
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Did Calliope have
Did Calliope
enemies?
have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have.
Any suspects?
What? What am I missing?
Well, Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
She seems
Yes,
so
but enough
sweet.
to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
Yeah.
He
It's hard
has
to
one, that's for
trust.
certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too... messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been
I
cast.
think you spelled
She
the die
won't go back on the
wrongly.
edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence?
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty.
Yeah, she was
don't you
kind of
think?
sus.
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well,
Athena has one goal, and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Maybe that's why she is the killer.
For all I know, either one of you could have done it and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
Whereas we know how capable you are of murder.
Okay, this isn't...
The one and only god I killed deserved it.
Right. Sorry I brought it up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
Please, both of you! None of this will help Calliope. I know you both miss her. I know you cared about her, but she's not completely gone. A piece of her is in me. She came to me for help, and I don't want to die any more than she did.
Another song?
Calliope,
He's so emo.
listen now. Tell us what and you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about
They're fighting in song.
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury, not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this. There is something missing we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to seek.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to
Of
a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I've been before I
trapped.
snapped.
This is not
not
about you.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Enough!
Oh my
This
god.
helps no one.
Oh my
There
god.
he is, God of the sun.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger.
Oh, he's the god of the sun now.
These old wounds, they distract and blind you. You can't see yourselves.
He
Nice
doesn't
one,
know what's
Grace.
important.
And you do?
Okay, both of you need to shut up. Oh my god. What?
Follow him or stay.
What? Follow Apollo.
That was not my finest moment. Persephone will never let this go.
I'm only following him because he's voiced by Troy Baker, really. What was that about?
What the hell was that? You were one step away from full thunder and lightning.
Old habits die hard, especially around my family.
I get that.
That's why I've tried to avoid my fellow idols for so long. I don't like who I am when I'm with them.
Oof. That's so many choices. This sounds kind of potentially insulting. I can relate. Is very empathetic, and that's not a solution. Sounds too straightforward.
I know what you mean. I'll be 14 around my parents forever.
Try living in their house for 1,000 years.
Ooh, no thanks.
At least coming here was useful. You have a better idea of where to start looking,
not
right?
really. Where is that?
And where is that?
I need to give it some thought. This won't be easy. If another idol is behind this, they know as well. They had a plan.
So you don't know where to look next?
I need time to sort it out. Just be patient, Grace.
I only have 7 days, dude.
I thought you'd decide that getting me into the underworld was enough.
What? Bring you to Persephone and then shrug? Not my problem now?
What I meant to say is... thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sorry, I'm not used to asking people for help.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I certainly know that too.
I realize I don't really know much about Grace.
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
I respect
Do
Athena.
you see what
She has
I
dragged us into the
see?
modern age, sometimes kicking and screaming. She's why we're alive. But if I said that her need to keep us safe didn't drive her to extremes, I'd be lying. You represent a risk, Grace. To her, that is more important than any notion of compassion or justice.
Yeah, how am I at risk?
I'm not that much of a risk, am I? I won't explode. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst is that we could be admitting either a murderer or a usurper into our ranks.
But
How
I'm
awful.
not
She's
either.
protecting an idea as much as a physical reality. It's true. To her, there is no difference.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Someplace I can look?
Don't you want to relax? You haven't rested since this began.
I only have 7
Relax.
days.
Who can
dude.
relax? I've been sentenced to death, Apollo.
Fair point. Even so, go home, Grace. The next time you see me, I'll have a better notion of what to do.
Fine. But I'm holding you to that.
Bye, Troy Baker. Oh, Act 2. End. I wanted to end the episode here.
Hey, Freddie.
Freddie.
Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? What if you were taken prisoner? Kept in a cave by a cyclops? Or, I don't know, turned into a tree? I was worried sick.
What is with the tree thing? Pan mentioned that too.
Yeah, Apollo kept chasing this woman named Daphne and... Ugh, it doesn't matter.
Tell
Important thing is,
me.
you're back.
I met Apollo tonight, actually.
What? No way. Okay, all right. You have to tell me everything that happened. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up siding with Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
I trust him more than Persephone.
I'm not sure. I think so. It doesn't seem like he's lying, but he's hard to read.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it.
So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
When did Pan leave this card here?
That name keeps coming up. The idols live there, or at least most of them do.
Sounds cool. Even if Pan is there.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddie.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Also the name of my favorite band, Muse. Okay. Oof. I have a choice here, but I think I will end the episode here. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this like movie pan out. I sure am. I think it's very fun. I mean, I think telltale games like this are very, very fun to play because it's just like watching a movie. Yep, I'll see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye!